Minnesota's new 2021 Highlander. Members at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Minnesota Rusco now has Minnesota's window, triple pane. Triple pane windows offer the best in energy efficiency and make a nice difference in noise reduction as well. Call or go online now and get 65% off all labor, 18 months interest-free financing, and we'll upgrade every window you purchase to triple pane at no additional cost to you. We've got you, Minnesota, and now we've got your Minnesota windows too. Minnesota Rusco since 1955.
What'd you think?
The hero wasn't generous.
Did you hear that? Private college tuition is what that was. Do you think our investment fund can handle it?
Also, I wish her friends had more dimensionality.
Because she's getting in. Okay, time for bed. I never sleep.
Not quite, you're second guessing. With a second opinion from Wells Fargo Advisors.
There are endless ways to see the world. But when it comes to actually getting there and experiencing every soul-changing corner of it, there's a new one. The Jeep Cherokee.
Now get 0% financing for 84 months. Or, well-qualified returning lessees can lease the 2021 Jeep Cherokee Latitude Lux for $261 a month.
Home Seasonal Concepts is open and everything is on sale. First, when you spend $4.99, you'll get an extra 7% tax relief on patio sets, wicker, and fire tables, and 0 down, no interest financing for 12 months. 7% tax relief savings at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Everything in our garage is inspired by our racing spirit. Racing for a great deal on the Honda Pilot. Only at the Honda Dream Garage Spring.
The United Kingdom is honoring Prince Philip and his lifetime of service for the crown and commitment to Queen Elizabeth. The royal family paying their final respects to Prince Philip during a private funeral service. Fox's Benjamin Hall has the latest from Windsor. The life of Prince Philip remembered Saturday in a funeral service at Windsor Castle. Queen Elizabeth standing alone to observe social distancing as her husband of 73 years was eulogized at St. George's Chapel.
This is a man who was her constant companion. He was her confidant. He was her husband. He was the father of her children.
Just before the ceremony, a 1-minute moment of silence was held across the UK. The service itself steeped in military tradition. The procession, including servicemen and women from the Royal Navy, Royal Marines, Army and Royal Air Force. Philip spent almost 40 years in the Royal Navy and served in World War II. His cap and sword placed on top of his casket, along with a wreath of flowers from the Queen.
It was his life of service to the nation and to help people around him and below him. And that is something very, very special. And I think that's his legacy.
COVID restrictions meant just 30 people were allowed in the chapel, including the Queen, her children, and some of her grandchildren. Princes William and Harry also stayed together following the funeral, for the first time since Harry's bombshell interview, sharing his frustrations with the royal family. Harry's wife Meghan, who is pregnant with the couple's second child, did not make the trip at the advice of her doctor. Prince Philip died on April the 9th, just 2 months shy of his 100th birthday. His body will now lie interred in the Royal Vault of St. George's Chapel until the Queen herself passes away, and then the two of them will be buried together. In Windsor, Benjamin Hall, Fox 9. A warning tonight from safety regulators for anyone with children and pets to immediately stop using the Peloton treadmill. Now, this comes after the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says children and at least 2 pets were cold, pinned, and entrapped under the rear roller of the Tread Plus treadmill. At least 1 child even died. Officials say they know of at least 39 incidents, 23 involving children. Following the warning, Peloton released a statement saying it's inaccurate and misleading. Well, happening now, divers back in the Gulf of Mexico in search of lost crew members that were aboard a capsized lift boat. Late last night, divers recovered 2 more unresponsive crew members. 6 people were rescued Tuesday, shortly after the vessel capsized. 2 other bodies were recovered earlier this week. A total of 19 workers were on board that vessel, but 9 do remain missing. Well, the man-made lake sector water supplying millions of people in the western U.S. and Mexico
are projected to shrink to historic lows in the coming months. It could drop to levels that could trigger the federal government's first ever official shortage declaration. That's because there was less snowpack this year to flow into the Colorado River and its tributaries. 7 states rely on water from the Colorado River. However, water agency officials say they're confident with their preparation measures. As the court packing debate grows, one New York congressman is publicly calling for Justice Breyer to resign. Democrats are hoping to fill the seat with a liberal before Republicans can potentially take back the White House. Fox's Lucas Tomlinson has the latest.
While 82-year-old Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer slowed down physically over the years, his colleagues say his mind is as sharp as ever. But that didn't stop a freshman Democratic congressman from calling on Breyer to retire.
There is no question that Justice Breyer, for whom I have great respect, should retire at the end of this term. I mean, my goodness, have we not learned our lesson?
Fox News at Night, Texas Senator Ted Cruz offered a stark warning should Democrats succeed in packing the court and raise the number of justices from 9 to 13.
If they succeed in packing the court, we would have a radical left-wing Supreme Court that would take away our fundamental rights to free speech, our rights to religious liberty, our rights to the